Hi guys, it's me Lewis, and today I'm here to give out my thoughts and opinions on a particular YouTuber that recently retired after all these years, and that's none other than ReviewtechUSA. Now, some of you are probably thinking, why am I even talking about a particular YouTuber, Lewis? Like, that's quite a rarity for you to do that. Well, yes, even though I did talk about a lot of YouTubers way back in the day when I did tons of rant videos, this one kind of popped off a lot more than you would expect. Mainly because the fact of is that Rich, or better known as ReviewtechUSA, he was of course a gaming channel or a tech channel or perhaps somewhere in between, or so he used to be. Because way back in the day, so we need if we're rewinding the clock, he used to obviously review tech in the USA. You can definitely find some old archive videos if people still have them. If I'm being completely honest. But of course, as time went on, he moved on to talk about gaming news, upcoming gaming content and all that stuff. But then, but then out of nowhere, just 2 years after I became a subscriber of his, yes, I will admit I was a subscriber of ReviewtechUSA back way back in the early 2010s. There was somewhat of a very drastic yet unusual change about him. Because this is where people like me started to notice something very off with him. The man seemed to have indulged himself into politics. Now, many have argued that it was Donald Trump that caused his slow downfall that led up to this moment today. I disagree with that, and the reason why I say that is because, well, his differences in politics, especially those who are on the completely different political spectrum than him, goes way beyond just Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is just the acceleration. What caused the situation is none other than, in my perspective, in my personal opinion, is the turning the frickin' frogs gay meme himself, Alex Jones, and I'm gonna tell you why that is. There was two videos that reviews that Rich did on Alex Jones when he went on these rants about him, right? Because it was buried between gaming news and him making one or two videos about Alex Jones, right? So it was mainly just Rich going on a rant about how much he used to praise Alex Jones at one point, but then one minor disagreement just sent him over the edge, saying screw Alex Jones, he's a piece of shit, he's this, that, and the other, blah 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 blah. Which yes, I will say at most, Alex Jones has said some very out there shit. I won't deny that, but you don't see me throwing a fucking temper tantrum just because he made one particular topic that was so disagreeable that you have to stop watching him because of that reason. And to be honest with you, it was a particular topic that barely had anything to do with Rich's life. But that being said, though, that was when everything started to fall downhill for Rich, because once he started going on about that, his own mindset literally believed that this is what people wanted. Not gaming news, not reviewing tech or anything like that, just full on drama farming content. And this is where it all started to fall into place for him. When it came to him trying to call everyone else on social media, saying, oh, you're a fraud, you're this, that, and the other, trying to point the fingers at them for having different views on life or having different views in politics. Alex Jones would take not Alex Jones, sorry, ReviewtechUSA would go on the offense and the defensive by practically acting like the Cenk Yuga on his own YouTube channel, being so highly emotional, screaming his fucking head off, and trying to claim that he is the higher superiority. And eventually this caught on over time, where people were just like, dude, you need to fucking stop doing this, because this is what's gonna kill your channel. And people like me have been trying to warn Rich for years not to do that. But unfortunately, he didn't listen. He was stuck in that drama mindset, and that's what caused me to unsubscribe to his channel around late 2018, because the guy just couldn't seem to stop himself. But fast forward this year, this is where everything starts to make sense. ReviewtechUSA is going through one hell of a midlife crisis, and it makes sense as to why. Because any person who always brings up the middle finger by basically telling everyone to go fuck themselves because they don't have the same political views as I do, it's a clear indication to people like me that they have something going on behind the scenes, whether it's mummy and daddy issues or something a lot more serious. Who knows? The point is that ReviewtechUSA is one of those examples of don't let politics be your coping mechanism. Don't let drugs be your coping mechanism, which is something that he most definitely did on his live streams recently. He got himself absolutely completely stoned out of his mind watching DSP videos for 6 hours a day, which is ridiculous considering the fact that he needed that to keep his income afloat. Ever since he fired his editor Jay and tried to ruin his life because, well, ReviewTech's life is also a complete hellhole as it is. But but Christ, I would never thought in my entire life that Rich would stoop this low. Yes, he had his problems. He had a lot of beef with a lot of people on social media, from the Quartering, Melanie Mac, and side scrollers, Kino Casino, all these types of people. But the thing is, though, Mace, that's not the way to go about it. Because if you're going through some problems, the best thing you could have done, mate, was instead of deleting your channel permanently, which was giving you a decent source of income, which $600 wasn't that bad in my opinion. But the thing is, mate, you lost all confidence. Your motivation is broken, all because you have this overwhelming guilt on what you did to your own kid, which, to those who don't know, Rich accidentally made his daughter permanently blind in one eye because she was going through some medical conditions through her eyesight. His doctor gave her like a medication subscription to give her like a certain amount into her system a day, and then eventually he put. From what I've heard is that he put way too much of that said medication into her. To the point where, excuse me, to the point where Rich's daughter went permanently blind in that said eye, and there are clips of Rich breaking down in tears and crying about it because, yeah, I get it, mate. You feel like shit. That's your own kid. You fucked up. But the thing is, though, mate, people were also calling you out for being a deadbeat dad because you were too busy stuck on your live stream, sitting on your own arse, like live streaming almost 24/7 while your parents had to come in to look after your own kids, and it's a clear sign that yeah, you've got some problems, Rich. I won't deny that, but the fact of the matter is, mate, you have to take criticism for what you're doing is wrong, and to make matters worse, though, is that the recent allegations with Rich before he deleted his channel was the whole Dropbox scenario. So the story goes is that Rich had some explicit material involving his ex-wife's kids, right? Wearing I think it was like bikinis or just swimsuits or something along those lines. And he was he was trying to use those images to frame his former editor Jay, because Jay was given a PC from Rich before he fired him and didn't pay him until the backlash became so immense that Rich had to pay him anyway. That Jay was discovered that his bank accounts and all the and certain other weird shit that was going on his PC was occurring, but when he wiped the software and got a brand new PC, all that so-called hacking eventually stopped, which to me doesn't sound like a coincidence. This sounds like to me that Rich was trying to take people down with him because obviously his life is just a complete living hell at this point. And the thing is, when it comes to people's political views or religious views or any opinions along those lines, again, Rich is that prime example of an individual who can't seem to understand that not everyone is going to think the same way. Again, I have friends that I disagree with, and guess what? I'm still friends with them. And you don't see me throwing a fucking temper tantrum. You don't see me throwing a fit. No, of course not. Like people like him seem to mistake their opinions as facts, especially someone who gets stoned off their mind and use it as a coping mechanism and believe that all their opinions are facts, and making a bunch of bullshit announcements that make no goddamn sense will provide him any source of support, which it doesn't. Again, Rich lost everything because of this, from subscribers to fans. Again, if he just stuck to just reviewing tech in the USA, very similar to what Wicked Gamer and Collector does, which, by the way, go and subscribe to him. He does a fantastic job at reviewing tech. If Rich did something similar to like just that, like think about all the sponsorships he could have got. Think about all the access of arcade machines and emulated consoles that he could have had access for free to try out and try and review. He could have had everything at that point, but sadly he threw it all away. He threw it all away because he let his misery, he let the drama, he let the politics get the better of him. And to me, that is genuinely sad. It really, really is. Okay, guys, that's all I have time for, so don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and tell me what are your thoughts on the whole situation with ReviewtechUSA deleting his entire channel. Do you think it's a wise decision? Do you think he should have kept it and came back a few years later? Do let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys? Peace out.